So Damien and his mom had a moment because she's all sentimental, but she feels some type of way about this trip too to Paris. Like he got invited despite the fact being fired. She's like, I don't feel right. And they do flash forward and show you next week that Lily said this trip is not going the way I thought. I don't know why they thought this was going to be a casual dinner with a man who has yet to reveal his identity to anybody. I don't know why they thought that, and I don't know what's going on. Jack convinces Kyle, who consults with Claire, to go on this trip. At first, he was not going on the trip because he was supposed to hold down Jabot while Diane and Jack went on this trip. Audra convinces him, but has him thinking, you go on this trip and we will present our fragrances to Dumas. She got an invite because Victor is going. Remember, Victor is sponsoring her company. Victor sees this as an opportunity for her to pounce and seal the deal, cause Kyle to fall into the sin of iniquity, disappoint Claire, and then he's going to have to pay the $5 million and leave town. But Kyle at first was not going to go, so he consulted Claire. Claire said yes. Diane is not for it. Diane is like, I don't trust it. I don't know what's going on. And she's right. She's right. The mama's intuition is kicking in. So Jack was like, no, I think it's a good thing. Jack is so naive. Oh, he's so naive. So he turned around and so he's going to Paris too. Audra's going to Paris. Nate still has a feeling like this ain't right. Something ain't right, but he's going along with it. I'm trying to think what else came out today. Victor had to tell Adam again, you don't work for Chelsea, you work for me. Because Adam doesn't want to post the article. Now, let's be real. The article is redundant. It's already been proven through their articles that Billy is incompetent to raise a company because the company was taken away from him, Chancellor. So to run another article about how awesome Nikki is doing, and it's no thanks to Billy who lost the company, that's redundant. Well, you already said that, and that's what Adam tried to tell him. But that's Adam's way of trying to appease Chelsea when the reality is Victor was like, you don't work for her. This is the Newman. So she needs to know the family she got into, which shows me a level of her being naive because Chelsea, you knew the family you're getting into. They're not marriage status yet, even though I think it's happening. I don't know. I don't think it's happening soon, but it's happening. It's sad that she really forgot who her future father-in-law and really former father-in-law, because her and Adam has been married before. I want to make sure I'm not missing anything else, any other storylines. That's it. So I just hope next week they solely focus on this Dumas Paris trip and don't be going back and forth to town. Like out of the 5 days next week, maybe 2 days goes back to Genoa City. The rest of the trip, the rest of them to be on a trip. Because I really want the trip to be over because I have a feeling they're going to drag this out longer than it needs to be. Now that you think about the science soap operas, I understand why they drag things out, because if you think about it, soap operas are every day. A lot of people forget that. Soap operas are every day. That's why I went, I'm not gonna lie, as a teacher, if we had nothing to do in my Avid class, we were catching up on my soap operas. I could watch YouTube TV, okay, on the Clear Touch panel. So one of the kids shouted out season 55. And I don't even know how many seasons. I'll put it up here. I know Bold and the Beautiful, I just got to watching it. It's 38 seasons. I'll put up with Young and The Restless. I feel like it's 50 seasons though. And they saw how many episodes. They were like, doggone, because these kids, this is part 4 or part 5 of this video. These kids are used to a series being, you might get 4 or 5 episodes out of a show. You might, and that is a strong might. For the most part, it's 2 or 3 seasons, 8 episodes. Every now and again, you'll get 13. I was surprised with The Resident, but that used to come on Fox. I was seeing as many 20 episodes per season with The Resident. That is not normal now, but that used to be our back in the day. I remember catching up on this show. It's not The Wire. Washington Heights. I'll put the thing so y'all can see it. But it was a guy who was a cop, and he lived in the neighborhood where he was a cop. I remember that being 10, 13 seasons, and it might even been that long. I'll put the number up there. But I was like, this is going to take forever. The new wave of streaming now in television shows. Like, I'm very proud of The Chi. The Chi, I think, is going to season 8. I think they got renewed for season 8. If I'm saying something wrong, I'll correct it. And I wonder how many episodes they had per season, but that is crazy.